bulges pink and angry on the inside of my wrist. I flinch, heart thumping. I first noticed the scar this morning when getting dressed, but I have no recollection of how I got it. It freaks me out every time I spot it. Actually, Zoe says, the skeletal trees perform a macabre dance set to the symphony of the wind. A sudden chill descends, and Zoe tugs on her white cardigan. I heard some freshman is working on a robotics project that... She glances over at my phone and her eyes widen. Whoa! 27 customers this morning? Sorry again for being late. Blame Veronica for taking forever in the shower. She grabs the phone to take over line control duties and crosses her pantsuit-covered legs. At our school, you never know when a lecture might turn into an important meeting, so she always tries to be prepared. Not to mention, we share a parking lot with the lab techs who work on the floors above the school, who may become our coworkers one day. Zoe handles all the parts of the job I hate: organization, money laundering, and marketing. Without her, I'd be lost. Or, at least, I'd be without excess cash flow. And every bit of cash helps. It's all seed money for when I start my own company one day. I shoot her a big grin for keeping me organized and honest. Well, as honest as it comes when performing illicit tasks that would get me expelled if the administration found out. I flip my arm downward, covering the scar. Out of sight, out of mind. Except, of course, if you have Hive Mind version 1.0. Years ago, my dad developed the cloud-based memory uploading app. Every memory gets backed up and synced to the brain instantly, meaning nothing is ever forgotten. No more blackouts from a night of drinking, no more study sessions that jumble in the brain as you stare at the test. No more excuses. Users are only supposed to be able to access their own files. But I never do what I'm supposed to do. So, you're probably wondering why I'm late? Zoe leans over me, the ends of her blonde hair dangling over my computer screen. It's because I have news! According to the triangular love theory, anyway. I already saw the memory. I tap my finger against the file descriptions and thumbnail images that pop up when I hack into Teddy Day's mind. For months, Zoe's had a ritualistic compulsion to dot her eyes with hearts when she thinks of him, and an obsessive need to know if he's thinking of her back. Which means I've seen so many of his damn memories, my knowledge extends beyond the banal, like what he eats for breakfast, and escalates into I so did not need to know that territory. Like what kind of boxers he wears. Teddy called you last night. Clearly, this is the first step to admitting his feelings have progressed beyond the average avoid making eye contact phase. She sighs happily, not picking up on the sarcasm in my voice. After all, he only called her because he was looking for me. He never bothered to find me, though. It's the only theory that makes sense. He's in love with me. I laugh. Yep, a totally logical conclusion. I scroll through Teddy's mind and find his memory of completing last night's homework. As the top genius at a school for geniuses, he's the only person who doesn't need to study, but always does. When your spot on the school roster comes from an invitation-only admittance policy and a generous grant supplied by Varga Industries, you tend to only slack off in summer, when free time finally fits into your schedule. A brief preview in the software shows Teddy's view yesterday afternoon as he worked out the answers to the math problems.